Hey everybody, Tom here, and today we are going to be setting up the introductory game of Tainted Grail. Now I'll be more specific about what that means in a second, but the reason I say that is up front, if you have played the introductory scenario, there is nothing for you here. So my very first video was unboxing and reboxing and storage solutions. I'm going to set up the introductory scenario in this video, video 2. Video 3, I'm going to play the introductory scenario. And then in video 4, I'm going to set up my version of the campaign. So if you already know how to set up this game, if you've already played the introductory scenario, go start on videos, where was I? 4 and 5 would be where you want to start. But if you do not know about this game, this is a great place to start. I'm going to show you how to set up this introductory scenario. So we're going to go ahead and take off the lid, and there we go. And one thing I'm going to point out really fast is that I did end up laminating the letters and the maps that come with this game because I still haven't even played the game, not even once. I am recording everything I'm doing with this game. But these maps were already getting damaged just from coming in and out of this crazy box. So I have since laminated stuff. I also laminated one save sheet, and then we've got the rest of them here. Okay, so let me just move those out of the way for now. We have the exploration journal, and while this is mostly for the campaign, there is going to be a section here that we're going to be looking at and using. There's a nice explanation about what the exploration journal is here and all that stuff. And don't look at that, don't look at that. But basically there is going to be a tutorial exploration journal back here in the back. So that's where we're going to be spending our attention. I'm just going to keep this journal out here. And kind of as I alluded to before, this is the introductory scenario. This is designed in a way, like this game is big. So this is designed to just take you through about an hour's worth of play and teach you the rules as you go. So I'm going to be following this script. I've already read the full rule book. I've actually read it 2 times by now, and I'm going to read it one more time. But I've read the rule book. I'm just letting you know in this video, I am going to have this off camera, and I'm just going to tell you what's going on. I'm not going to read it for you, but I do want to just tell you what each of these steps are. So we're going to look at that in just a second. In fact, here we have all of this stuff. Let us begin. So we're going to start here. And again, I'm not going to be reading all of this stuff, but there is this introductory story right here we're going to be reading soon. And then I'm just going to say, yeah, we're supposed to unpack models and all of that stuff. So let me go ahead and move that off camera, and I will just tell you what we're supposed to do to set this up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find our character. Now, the characters are kind of 2 parts. I guess if you've played through the campaign once, you can do some mixing and matching, but for the most part, you're going to have Bjor is the blue character. And so you have kind of this removable character sheet, and then you have the blue board, and we put this on here. Now, the introductory scenario is specifically for him. You're supposed to be playing him. So I'm going to take him out, all the other characters, get rid of them. Now we're going to need his miniature. So this is his miniature. I've laid out, in case you didn't see, I did make a storage solution to help us out with keeping things nice and organized in here. And I have these blue, green, gray, brown, and that's the order of the characters here. So I'm going to go ahead and take out him. Ooh, can I? Yes. Oh, look at that. And I did pay to get these pre-painted. It's called like sun drop painting, essentially. And gosh, I'm so glad I did. That is just beautiful. All right, so we've got that. We're supposed to take out our character. And then we need to take out one of these. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I really apologize. I think it's called a menhir, M-I-N-H-E-R. No, I got those vowels wrong. M-E-N-H-I-R. Anyway, they're almost like these big statue guardians of the place. And I believe there's 3 of them here. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be playing with whichever one I grab. So this guy right here. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Oh, the detail in that is just out of this world. Okay, now we are going to, well, all right, here's the deal. When you grab one of those, you're also supposed to grab a dial. I upgraded these to metal dials. And you can see there's 2 sides. There's a quest side and like a timer side for these menhirs. And you can see around the outside there's some numbers. Now, I do think these are a little bit tricky to see. I could probably do this if I was playing on my own to see those numbers around the outside, 1 through 8. But essentially, these go in here, and this is like a timer. And I think that's going to be next to impossible for viewers to see, and it's going to be trickier for me to see. So you'd put that in there as a timer, and you tick it down once per round like this. So super cool. I love that idea. But what I'm going to be doing is, for the video and for my sanity, I'm going to be using my Aeon's End and Gloomhaven dice. I got these from the Aeon's End Kickstarter. These are just tick down dice. They start at 10, but we're just going to start at 8. And I think that'll be easier to see on camera, and it'll be easier for me to notice and remember things. So there are times, I think, where we're supposed to be flipping coins. I saw in the rulebook something about flipping coins. So if that's the case, I'll come grab one of these. All right, a couple of other things that we're going to need. So we've got our figure, we've got our board, we've got that guy that I can't pronounce, and we're going to need the deck of cards that say open now. So if you remember, this deck of cards here had this cover. It said open and play, and as I was organizing, I just removed the cover. So we're going to need these cards. It's going to have a set of 15 combat cards, do not shuffle, for the introductory scenario. It's going to have 15 diplomacy cards, do not shuffle. And it comes with 4 your first encounter cards. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out. We're going to need these. These are called universal cubes. So I'm going to take these out. And we're going to need this box here. This has some time tokens, some quest tokens, and some health limiters. So I'm going to take those out because we're going to need them. And I think that's all we need to set up for now. So let me just go ahead and slide this out of the way. Let's bring Bjor out. I don't know how to pronounce anything at all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take this out, and if you flip it over, it's going to give you some guidance on how to start. So let's just take a quick look at him. I'm not going to read all of his, wow, I'm struggling, background stuff. Come on. This is embarrassing. I just don't want to damage it, but it's like not coming out. Okay. So we're going to read this more, I think, in video 4 when we set up a regular, well, this one's easy to read. He's a local smith known for his short temper and incredible strength. He does his best to conceal a festering unhealthy wound in his side that he received under mysterious circumstances. Cool. All right, so he's this blue character, super rad. Now, what we're going to do is I need to take some of these red universal markers, and we need to put them in these slots here where we see them right here, our starting attributes. So he is very aggressive, so he has 2 cubes there. He has 1 cube of courage. He has 1 cube of practicality. And he has 1 cube of caution. So these are like opposites. We have aggression and empathy. Well, they're not exactly opposites, but they're there. In fact, I just realized the camera's up high. Let's get closer. But like, this one's more diplomatic stuff, and this one is more fighty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we go ahead and put those cubes there. Now down here are resource trays. And so we're going to put 3 cubes, according to this, 3 cubes under food. So he's very good at food. And he starts with 1 wealth. All right, those are his starting attributes. So we're going to go ahead and put this here like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a health limiter, and these are these cubes, looks like this, and you're going to put it like that on the starting space. For me is right here. Now we need to get some starting stats. So this is going to be our health cube, essentially. We're starting at 9 health. And then we're going to start with 6 energy, and I can tell that just because that's what, they have, like, they call those like charons, or I have no idea. They call that something in the book. But we're going to put a cube here and a cube here. So we start with 6 energy and 0 terror. We're not afraid of anything. I'm going to keep these cubes off camera, but they're going to be nearby because we're going to be using them a lot. And same thing, I'm going to put these off camera. There's a good chance we're going to have to use these time markers and such. So I'll just keep those off camera, but nearby for now. Here's what we do next. We're going to put the combat cards. In a normal game, you would shuffle your starting combat cards, but not for the introduction. I know I say that a lot. It's just because they say it a lot in the rulebook, and I want to be clear. And then we're going to put the diplomacy cards on this side. Next, we have those 4 encounter cards. Normally, these would be part of a deck, but for the introductory scenario, we just want access to them. And you can kind of set the decks up like this just to make a circular type thing and center it on the camera. But yeah, you're just going to want to have these cards nearby. I'm not sure how important it is to keep them fancy. I imagine that the scenario will tell us to take the blue one or the green one or whatever, but we've got those now. Next up, we're going to need some location cards, but also, so we have some player aid cards. I'll just take these out for now. They're double-sided. That one's double, so take them both. That's double-sided. We'll take them both. Normally, I think you just get one. Well, yeah, that's going to be a lot. Can you see? This is a big game. Lots of player aids. Lots of stuff going on. Okay, now these are the location cards. The way I've set them up, I have location 1 through whatever, and I'm almost regretting. I'm going to need to turn this around. I'm going to All right, here's what we're doing. I turn these around so that when I draw, I'm not seeing the backs of the cards. And then I'll need to reprint these so they go the opposite way. All right, so the book is telling us to grab locations 101 through 107. So I'm just going to grab these. They're in order. 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are the ones we're going to be using for this scenario. So we can go ahead and just get rid of the box again. And what we're going to do is we're going to set location 1 right here. And you see this icon right there means there needs to be a men here. And so I'm going to put that on the location. Oh, where do I put it so it's not so obstructive? Sure, right there. And as I said, I'm going to be using a die instead of the other. Man, that thing is so much bigger than you think it's going to be. All right. And then you see these arrows and numbers pointing in the directions. Can you see that? Let's move him for a second. So card 102 needs to go up here, and it's going to point back to 101. 103 goes here, and it points back, and you can see we're making this nice picture. 104. And 105. Okay, and then we're just going to keep these other cards off to the side so that I can draw them when it's time to draw them during gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and put this guy on here, somewhere where we can still kind of see things, but I don't think that's possible. So there-ish. And I would say don't use it in the video, but come on, we have to. It's amazing. All right, and right now he is going to start at 8 on his timer. And we've done a little bit of straightening up, and I'm going to put my character on the board, and he's going to start over here as well, just like that. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. We are set up and ready to go. For the introductory scenario, that's what it should look like. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and we will be playing through the introductory scenario. Like I said, there really is no choice in what's about to happen, as far as I understand, as I kind of read through it. It's just going to tell us exactly what to do for each step, and I'm going to use that opportunity, just like I did with the setup video, to use my own voice to teach the rules, but I just won't be making any choices. I'm going to be teaching the rules as we play, using the choices that have been made for us in this scenario. So anyway, if you're interested in watching that, that's going to be video number 3. If you don't want to watch that, you already know how to play or whatever, hop to video number 4, and that's where I'm going to start my own campaign. I'm very excited about it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.